So we've got a rally here. We're going to take a look at the back foot and how much it moves prior to striking the ball. Now I've got the marks on the court where the first dot is where the foot lands and the second dot is where the foot is on striking, so it's when they strike the ball. I haven't put in any 2 feet shots because there are a couple of those here, because obviously you don't move when you play a 2 foot shot. But you can just see that virtually every single shot, the back foot comes in. So you'll notice here the back foot comes in, back foot comes in, back foot comes in. Now it does vary depending on the amount of stress that you're under as well, so that is a really good indication as to how good or how much stress that you're under when you're playing your shot. So in the back corner, when we come in, you'll notice just how much he moves. So that movement there, from the initial landing to the strike, that's about 300 millimeters, or a foot, or 30 centimeters, whichever way you like to call it. And it goes a little bit further than that, as you see. So the strike, and then he replaces his foot after that. This one here is a little bit different. So instead of everything being in line, his back foot, which I've got the dot on now, it's going to come across to open up his body. As he turns his body, it will give him a better position on the ball. So he pulls it back across his body, and that allows him to turn his body out and come out off the ball as well. So every single time, this one's not so much. Once again, he just brings his back foot in, strikes, and then repositions his back foot. This is much, much further. So you see the difference here, the distance. This is a recovery shot. So he's on full extension here. That's a fair leap. And he brings his foot in to strike, and then see how much further his foot even comes in after that. And then he replaces it. So it's a reasonable amount, as I said, and it depends on just how much stress you're under as to just how far that back foot comes in. These ones here, this will be a turn at the same time. So he'll bring it in, and his foot goes behind his body, then he'll reposition it completely to come out off the ball. So it's really quite an amazing amount of work that your front leg does. Excuse me. That the work on the front leg that you have to stop and support your whole body weight as you strike the ball. The back foot is merely only just keeping contact with the floor. So that came in a fair bit, almost another half of that full line. And from the front of the court, it really is a lot further generally, because it's a real movement forward, and your foot actually turns over. So actually, if you notice here, I know I've got a circle on the floor, so it's a little bit hard to see. You'll see that his foot's actually obviously the top of his shoe is scraping on the floor, so there's no real control on your back foot other than to keep touch with the floor. So that's not like it's it's really giving you stability. So he's basically hit in midair with his foot. So a lot of the time you'll actually strike the ball in midair. So here, once again, the foot's turned over, so his foot is completely flat. So you'll notice that here, his foot is turned over, so therefore the top of his toes only on the floor. So he's not using the sole of his foot on the floor, and then it just scrapes through to his toe, and out he comes again. And here's the big leap. So this is a leap one in the air, the leap in the air, and this happens more often than you believe. And so it's the landing that you need to get right. So what happens is you should be doing a lot of training where you hop. So hop training and leap and land training is the way to go, because that will actually increase the strength of your body and your structure. So when we do this one, you'll notice that he takes off, and now he's got to pretty much land and be stable. I know he didn't get the shot back, but you see everything's in line and he lands and he's stable when he strikes the ball. He just miscalculated on the shot, and it wasn't a bad shot that he was going for, he just didn't get it in. Because you see how much stress out the next player was in. If he got that in, it possibly would have almost been a winner, because it's a pretty good shot to his backhand, front corner and everything. So he had the right shot choice, he just didn't execute. So there you go, get good at landing, get good at strength, and be strong in your body. Be strong in your body, and make sure that you do a lot of lunge work where it's leap and lunge. So you're landing and then you're coming in, bring your back foot in to help your back out, so you don't actually put too much stress on your back. So you'll notice that when the back foot comes in, that's the recovery one. So the back foot will come in a second. I'll show you here. In and you'll recover. In and he'll recover. In and he'll recover. So recover by actually maintaining balance by bringing that back leg in rather than pushing straight back out off that front leading leg. That really makes a massive difference to the quality of your flow of movement and the amount of energy that you use around the court, and that's why these guys are so awesome. There you go. That is it. Get your front leg really powerful and really strong.